Hey y'all! In today's video, we're gonna do a red smoky eye and we're gonna add some drama with some thick, bold liner. We're just gonna go for it. But before we do, don't forget to like, follow, subscribe, share, tell your grandma, tell your auntie, tell your bird, tell your dog, tell your sister, tell your mother. Yo, y'all, just tell everybody so I could quit my daytime job and do what? Be snatched full time. As you can tell, I've already put on my foundation and contour, and I do have a video of how I do that on my YouTube channel. So we're gonna move on to the eye look. And I'm gonna put all the products that I'm using today in the description. I'm gonna be using one of my favorite palettes, which is the NikkieTutorials by BeautyBay collaboration palette. I am starting with the color Mikai, which is a really beautiful bright red. As some of y'all have seen, I came out as non-binary, gender fluid late last year, and I've posted videos talking about my experience so far. But what I'm wondering is, where are my non-binary people at? Where y'all at? Because to be honest, I don't really have many non-binary friends or trans friends, and going through this experience by myself has been a little bit challenging because I feel like I really don't have anybody to share these experiences with and talk about, you know, non-binary people issues. Things like going out in public and women's clothing if you're a biological male. Do y'all feel as uncomfortable as I do? I don't know. I mean, I'm sure y'all do, but nobody really talks about that. You know, there's like all these stories about people coming out, and it's great, and I love that the world is changing and moving, but then what happens after the coming out story? What happens when you gotta deal with the real world and you gotta deal with the real homophobes of the world, you know? Because they're out there. Even my close friends are surprised that I feel so shy and scared to go out in women's clothing. But I think growing up in Florida and honestly really experiencing people being blatantly homophobic gave me some sort of like PTSD or something. Now, don't get me wrong, I've definitely felt a lot more empowered to dress how I want in public, but I can definitely tell I'm way more tense than I would be if I was just dressed in boys' clothing. So although I feel empowered to dress how I want, I still have that lingering fear in the back of my mind. Like, how are people gonna react? How am I gonna react if people react about the way that I react about the way they react? It's just a whole mess. I have to go through that every single time that I make the decision, because it's a decision, y'all. And it really shouldn't feel like a decision I had to make. I really should just be able to do whatever the I want. But you know, that's not where we at. I'm typically way more ballsy about things in life. Like, I usually have no issue speaking up if I need to, or honestly really standing up for myself if I need to. Choose your battles, y'all. Choose your battles. But this has just been a challenge for me, y'all. And we're not even in public all that much right now because of COVID. All right, next I'm gonna take the color Redemption, and I'm placing that in the inner corner here. The first time I ever went out in women's clothing was on Halloween. How many years ago? Enough years ago. And I was just going to my friend's house party for Halloween. I still felt uncomfortable. I still felt like people were going to say something. Mind you, this is in Florida, so there's some validity behind that. But you know what? Everybody was really nice about it. Nobody cared. Next, I actually want to try something for the first time, which is to try a liquid eyeshadow. So I'm gonna apply the Eloise liquid eyeshadow in the shade Pure Gold. Let's see how this goes. Okay, the world didn't end. That wasn't as bad as I thought. I want to go back in with Slasher, which is a little bit of a deep purple, and I kind of want to add some more depth to the shadows. So I'm going to deepen this area here, and at the same time, make sure that it looks nice and blended in. I actually recently went to pick up an online food order with my husband with makeup and a crop top, some super cute acid wash high-waisted jeans. Yes, honey, I was feeling my oats that day too. Woo! And I even got a compliment on my shoes. And if y'all were wondering, they were Doc Marten boots. So that did give me a little boost of confidence. Yes, honey, I am feeling these colors. I'm gonna move on to eyeliner, and I'm gonna use my Queen Studios liquid liner to create a nice bold liner. I'm gonna go ahead and use Mikai again to start filling out the bottom lid. Then we're gonna take Redemption, and we're going to just connect these two colors. And then I'm gonna take Slasher again, because I want to deepen out this area here. Y'all, I am feeling this look today so far. Ooh, ooh. I feel like I want to add something. So I'm going to use my inner corner brush and I'm going to spray some fixer on it. And I'm going to use the shade Aura. I'm going to place a little bit of that underneath in this little area right here. Just because I want to brighten this area a bit more. Devil's in the details, y'all. Devil is in the details. See how that brightens that up? I love that. Now we're gonna fill in our waterline with some black liner. Now we have our liner on, I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lashes off camera and I'll be right back. All right, y'all, I got my lashes on and we are gonna move on to lips. For lips, we're gonna go ahead and line our lips with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil in the shade BFF. And then we're gonna top that off with the ColourPop Lippy Stix in the shade I Love This. Okay, now that we've got our lips on, we are gonna move on to blush. And for blush, I'm gonna use my Bobbi Brown Cosmetics blush in the shade Flame. But yeah, y'all, it is nice to feel empowered and out, but I feel like people fail to talk about these things. I mean, I know there's no like non-binary handbook. It would be nice to see more people talk about their experience after they've come out. I would love to hear from y'all and hear about your experiences. If you're non-binary, gender fluid, gender queer in general, because I know damn right I'm not the only one going through these things. I just want to make sure I'm not paranoid. We're going to move on to highlighter and we're going to use Becca Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Pearl. We're also going to add some volume to our lips by using that same highlighter and applying it just right in the middle and kind of blending it out. But seriously, if you are non-binary, transgender, just genderqueer in general, know that you are not alone. We're all going through this together. And if you're looking for friends, I will be your friend. All right, y'all, last but not least, setting spray. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into something cute and I'll be right back. Thank you so much for watching me put together this look, for listening to my stories, for supporting my channel. I really appreciate it, y'all. I really, really hope to see you again next time. And don't forget, we're all just trying. So be nice. Damn it. God damn. Hiccups.